about the group's transformation strategy?
We're on the start of a significant transformation from a technology perspective of all of our infrastructure, so full across the 3 airports that we own, transformation of our data centres, our networks, our comms platforms, and then in parallel for that, just for added fun, we are also in the process of modernising all of our airport technology, so everything from our check-in systems across the group. We're building 2 new terminals in Manchester and Stansted, so new baggage systems going in and need to be changing, and we're also looking at performing open heart surgery on our core airport operational database, which is basically the brain of how airports run from a technology perspective. So we're doing a lot in parallel at the moment, but it's good fun and it's an exciting time.
So how are you managing all these changes while still managing to keep the customers at the heart of everything?
So there's a huge amount of focus at the moment actually going on around how do we drive value for our guests and how do we make sure that guest experience is where it needs to be. So we're really investing in our data, making a better understanding of what's going on in our airports so that we can react to situations as they arrive, effectively manage our queues, deliver that seamless journey as far as possible. And we're also investing in things like artificial intelligence to look at sentiment analysis, what's going on in Twitter, what people are saying about us, from both from real-time capturing insight from inside of the terminals, but also from what people are saying about us on social media, so that we can arm our teams on the ground to better respond to situations as they arise. And we're using all that to feed back into our forecasting and our planning, and again using AI and machine learning to react on the ground to inform people to be able to give ourselves better insight around decisions that need to be made on the day.
And so you've got a lot on already, but how are you planning to roll these things out in the future?
We're taking a very phased approach to this, so looking at how do we avoid risk, how do we actually look at testing and piloting and proving things before we go and cut them over, not going and performing a big bang migration of everything in one go, but actually saying, we're going to modernise our flight information screens that passengers use to determine what gate they need to go to or where they need to go in the airport. We'll take that and we'll do that in one migration, and we'll phase it across the site. We'll do the check-in systems again in a phased approach. And while the projects are all running in parallel, it's quite a complex interdependencies to manage and to keep a handle on. Proper testing, proper control, and proper phasing in terms of what are the priorities of the things that we need to change at any given time is the way that we're planning to do this.
And let me ask you about being at the conference. What do you get out of it, and what's your experience been?
I think it's fantastic. It's my second conference. I was in Stockholm last year and obviously the XL this year. The amount of people that are here from the industry, it's quite a small industry actually, despite it being very global by its very nature. Every vendor's here, you get a good opportunity to go see what's new, you get a good opportunity to catch up with the other airports, to sit in talks like the individual tracks around innovation or technology or operations, and it's really interesting, I think, and very collaborative in terms of people sharing what they're doing, and it's a great opportunity to meet our fellow colleagues around the industry.